What's going on, guys? Welcome to movie night. I say movie night because I think I might premiere this like at night, or I might premiere like a little later. I just don't know when I'm gonna finish this video, or like when I'm actually gonna get it out for you guys. But what's going on? It's your boy, 𝐴LTime, back with another video. Hope you guys enjoy this one. I've been playing it for a while now. I told you guys about it like a couple. For me, it's a couple of days ago, but for you guys, not too long ago. Welcome to goodbye or good night. No, is it goodbye or good night? It's goodbye. Welcome to 𝐶𝐲𝐝𝐵. This is something that I wanted to read for a while now. For those of you who have been watching me for a long time, go back to when I first read Chainsaw Man or watched Chainsaw Man for the channel. I tuned into it probably day one, like when the anime first came out, or maybe a couple days after. I'm not sure. But I think I waited weekly for every single episode for season one. And then after a long wait, like a year later, I just said, you know what? After finishing Steel Ball Run, do you guys want me to read? You guys want me to continue reading part one, going into part two? And a lot of people were supportive of it when I made my Rise video. So, and I kind of wanted to celebrate it because I think the Rise trailer came out. I know that Fujimoto made some other series, like Look Back and Fire Punch. Some of you guys recommended me to actually read it for the channel. So I think, I don't know, depending on how I go about it, we'll think about it. I'll probably look more into it. Get comfortable. Again, it might be around night for when I premiere this. I mean, as of right now, it's like 5 in the afternoon for me. I just got done taking a nap, so I'm wearing like the same bonnet I wore in like my previous Chainsaw Man video. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. I've already said get your snack, get comfortable. Leave comments. What do you guys think about the video? What are you guys' theories or predictions so far in the premiere right now? For those of you who have read this, I've never read this before. I don't really have any expectations. This is 𝐶𝐲𝐝𝐵. I don't really know. Well, I would say the one thing I do expect is probably some pain, right? But I think going in, I'm excited to see whether or not this short story is going to have like maybe powers. Probably not. Is it going to have like is there going to be something is there going to be a lot of special underlying undertones? What type of themes are going to be in this story? I've told you guys this a lot about me drawing and wanting to make my own manga for a while now. I've been looking towards one-shots. I know Goku Rakugai or Goku Rakugai, however you say that series, that I've actually read for the channel. I haven't continued it, my bad guys. I still kind of want to. I know that manga was a one-shot. I know 𝐴𝐚𝐤𝐞, I believe, is another anime or manga that I've been following for a while. I've replied to some comments about it on my community posts, to my Blue Lock recent video. So those one-shots have been like one-shots that I've seen, or series that I've seen, where I'm like, okay. And I've been looking at in terms of inspiration, not just from an art style perspective, but just from like a inspiration sort of point of view, right? But if you guys are new, leave a like, subscribe, dislike if you like the video. I'm perfectly cool with that. Leave comments. I always love talking with you guys, seeing your guys' opinion about this. Again, this will be a one video. This will be a one-go video. So that's the reason why I'm taking a long time in this intro here. Usually I'm always so like, oh, I'll see you guys in the next one. But this is our first one-shot of the channel. So I'm really excited to see where this is going to go. And looking forward to it. Hopefully towards the end we'll have a lot to say in the discussion. But yeah. You guys ready? I'm kind of not. I'm really excited actually. I'm super excited. See you guys in Fujimoto's in 𝐡𝐶𝐞 Fujimoto's one shot. 𝐶𝐲𝐝𝐵. 𝐶𝐲𝐝𝐵 by 𝐡𝐶𝐞 Fujimoto. I got a smartphone for my birthday. This is my mom and my dad. And this is me. I just started middle school. Oot, ta-da! Here's my birthday cake. It's a shortcake with whipped cream. Yuta, listen, as your mom, can I make a small request? You know how I could die from my illness? How does that make you feel? I don't feel like talking about that on my birthday. Yuta, listen. I want you to start shooting videos of me. Huh? On video, you can hear my voice and see me move. That's why, even if I'm gone, you can still remember me. Can you do that for me? Okay, thank you. I'm getting like a, oh man. First of all, I like the art, but I'm getting like a sense, I'm getting like a pain, man. I'm getting a pain in my throat, guys. It's like my pain. You guys know what pain I'm talking about. It's like that type of, it's like holding back sadness, man. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be good though. This really is gonna be good. He's 12 years old and his name is Yuta. The transparent way that they draw the mom in some of the panels, it's like a blurry camera, right? I wonder if this is gonna be, this whole manga might be shot through a camera. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is cool. We're on a family trip to the aquarium. Dad's here too, cause he's off work. Dun 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 dun. Here's your finished parfait. Let me see how it tastes. A stray cat. Mom and dad are watching TV. They're laughing. Mom's gonna poo. No filming in here. Stray cat number 4. Mom's about to take a bath. Camera off, Buster. Dad's crying in secret. Dad's asleep. Mom too. I'm keeping watch in case she dies in her sleep. My parents bought me a PC cause my smartphone ran out of space. I shot about 6 total hours of videos now. This is mom all dressed up. It's date night. I'm in the hospital for tests. It's surprisingly comfy here. How many points did you give dad's cooking? 50. Dad's crying. This is 𝐶𝐲𝐞 the nurse. She's close to my mom. It's 𝐶𝐲𝐞. And this is the scrape that I got. Looks nasty. I've already commented on really the art, but it's not necessarily that. It's more of like the paneling. That like, I don't know when this one shot was made. Can you guys let me know? It'll probably say towards the end, but can you guys let me know when this one shot was made? But I just like the paneling. You guys know what I mean? At least like how the boxes are placed. My videos crossed the 40-hour mark. I'm staying home from school starting tomorrow, cause mom's in the hospital for real now. This is my face right now. I'm unwell all the time now. It feels like this might last until I die. This is the hospital food. It tastes bland. I don't know if it's the food or my taste buds. Hey now, kiddo, there's no need to film your dad. I cooked this. How many points do I get? 2. I have over 100 hours of video files now. Also, I guess my mom might not have long now. I still can't wrap my head around it, so I'm not even sad about it. No, I'm not sad. I am. Yuta. Your mom's in her final moments now. Yuta, it's time for you to go to the hospital. Your mom, she wants you to film her until her dying breath. Yuta, come here. Where are you going? Yuta, hey, Yuta, come back. Yuta.
Time flies, but it's oh so hard to let go. Each moment so precious and frail like the snow. I close my eyes for a peace of mind.
What? What do you... Oh my gosh, man. What do you mean, though? Why did it explode? Don't tell me there's gonna be supernatural elements or something, like... Because right now it seems pretty normal. Is it right? Man, I mean, not any normal anymore. Oh man, that's... I mean, so far, guys, I feel like it's giving me like Goodnight Poom Poom vibes, kind of, but not necessarily. Kind of, though. It's just a little hard to explain, but oh my gosh, man. I mean, if he was in there, he would have died. If this actually exploded, then he would have died, right?
It comes and it goes. I ease the blues with my favorite tunes. I play all day with my eyes closed.
Oh my gosh, the whole school is watching. This is footage from like, is he alive? I don't think he is. He might not be alive, guys. Oh man. Ah, Yuta. That was a documentary from Class 1B Yuta's Ito, Dead Explosion Mother. Next up for a performance by the Pop Music Club. My movie just finished playing. Let's see what everyone thinks. I think I speak for all of us when I say I have no idea what the heck we just watched. Real talk. It's hard to sing after watching such a crappy movie. Okay, you guys get back on track. Here's the first song. Stop Sun. I'm glaring at the sun and it won't budge. It needs a kickstart. All the same faces, the same friends, and the family never apart. The only thing that ever moves is my girl's heart, yeah. Yuta, come with me. Yuta, hey. Hey, stop recording. Put your phone away. I'm partially responsible for not screening it beforehand. Still, you should know better than to make a movie like that. It's making a mockery of your mother's death. Why did you go and turn it into a movie? That's just wrong. Why would you do that? I had about 100 hours of footage, so I edited it down so it'd be easier to watch. Then I added some good sounding music and I just had a movie. He made his mother's... That was real. I thought it was like fake. I was like, oh, okay, bet it was just fake. He really made his own mother's death a movie. So we're not dealing with the good kid here, but like, I don't even really know. I mean, that's messed up, but I don't... But why? I don't know. Why? Do you feel bad for your late mother showing a video like that? Do I feel bad? No. The ending where you had the explosion at the end, that was awesome, right? Do you think a person's death is awesome? What is wrong with you? Well, what do I think? The ending sucked. It made me sick to my stomach. I have serious doubts about your sense of morals. Put yourself in your mom's shoes. You're despicable. Why? Why would you turn that into a movie? It was one bad movie. It was shit. My mom died last year too. That's why I can't forgive you. But not for turning it into a movie. That's not the problem. Why did you have the explosion at the end? If you're watching this, then I'm already dead. I've committed suicide. Okay. Alright, if you're watching this, then I'm already dead. I've committed suicide. By jumping off the roof of the hospital where my mom died. I put the entirety of my middle school life into making that movie. Do you guys have any idea how it feels to get mocked? Are you thinking, why would you kill yourself over that? If that's how you feel, you deserve to die too. Oh, Dad, when you find this video, I have a request. Please don't be sad. Show this video to the jerks who made fun of me. Make them remember me for the rest of their lives. This world is filled with death. Memento Mori. This is Yuta signing off. Goodbye. No, please don't do it, man. Please. Memento Mori, right? That means, you know, remember that you're gonna die. Please don't, man. Come on, Yuta, please. Please, Yuta. Please. You gonna jump? What? There she is. I think this is the girl on the cover. She looks pretty. I like her hair too. She kind of looks like, you know, if you guys are reading Chainsaw Man with me, part 2. She looks like, what's her name? She looks like, our girl Asa, right? Man, you know what'd be really crazy is if this was set in like the same universe as Chainsaw Man, you know, right? I had a feeling he wasn't going to. Let's go. That video, it's just the way the video sequence was placed in. I thought he'd already died. Let's go, man. Okay. This is her. Alright. She looks like Asa's like older sister, right? Or like her mom or something when she was young. If you want to die, don't do it here. You'll hurt the hospital's reputation. Go die at the hospital near the station. Doctors are total jerks. Do it there. Also, if you're serious about dying, the money in your wallet. Huh? Wait a sec. No way. By any chance, Yuta Ito from the Dead Explosion Mother? Huh? That's me. Come with me. What? Maybe this is like his first fan. Maybe she liked the movie. But it's odd though because he, you know, it's just the way he did that though. Like he didn't have to turn it into a movie, but it makes me think why, you know? Maybe this is just like another, you know, symptom of like trauma or something, like, you know, this is his way of coping, which makes, to me it makes the most sense. But man, it's like this first person perspective. It's very like, it's eerie, right? I don't know how else to put into words, guys. It's very weird. Weird in like a cool way. It's very odd. Why are you showing me a movie? No talking during movies. Who are you? Is this place yours? I'll tell you if you keep quiet for the next 9 hours. After this movie, we're watching 4 more. And no, it's not my place. We're trespassing in an abandoned building. I bought the projector. Oh, I like how he wanted to say something, but he was like, Man, that's so cool. I like how that looked. That was really cool. Thanks for the charger. It's 2 AM. I'm leaving. Huh? Why are you recording me? Bigger question. The movies were good and all, but who are you and why did you show them to me? I didn't tell you yet? No, you didn't. You haven't seen many movies, have you? I've seen the movies they play on TV. That's not nearly enough. You have to watch more. Why? Cause you can't make a film everyone will like unless you've watched a ton of them. Oh great, are you one of those people who have a problem with my movie? Oh, I had plenty of problems with it, but it had an edge you rarely see, and its surprises outnumbers its faults. It's an immature work for sure, yet despite it running for the close to 20 minutes, I could watch it all without getting bored. And the way it blurred the line between fact and fiction, for real. For me, it was a good puzzle. What's this about? You guys still haven't answered me. Your movie was super awesome. See guys, we had to have faith. We had to have faith, guys. Our movie was super awesome. Let's go. Our first fan though. We don't even know her name though. What is her name? It's probably Ari. It probably makes the most sense. Well, I don't know if that's like her actual name. It could be like a nickname, but okay. First fan. But it was just as frustrating as it is good. I was the only person in the gym who was crying. Everyone else used it as material for their jokes, and it really pissed me off. That's why you're gonna make another movie. From tomorrow on, for the next year, you're going to increase your input by watching loads of movies. Then, in the next year, you'll shoot a movie and you show it off at the school festival. Next time, don't you want to make them bawl their eyes out? I like the sound of that. I'll be your manager. Don't worry, I'm confident I watch more movies than anyone in this town. Okay, I think I get it now. But who are you anyway? I'm Ari. Put her there. Yeah, right, we got our introduction though, you know? I'm talking a little bit because I want to give you guys my thoughts, at least so far, but also too, I know I've been getting comments of people saying they wish they, you know, saw me talk a little bit more during the videos, and even then I used to do it anyways. But so far, oh my gosh, the paneling, right? The paneling of it's just boxes with the occasional like different boxes, right? It's just boxes. Sometimes it'll have repetitive scenery or like repetitive faces, but it's like real-time tracking, you know what I mean? Like it's like one panel it's the face, then the next or the next box it's the face again, except they're slowly smiling. It's like that sequence when he was running away from the hospital and then it blew up, and that it turned out to be a special effect that he put it in the movie. He tries to take his own life because of him being bullied, but then he's saved by somebody who actually liked his movie. Ari, by the way, put her there. It's like that was really cute, man. And I think everything this one shot has given me so far is this Chainsaw Man vibes, right? It's something that you could easily tell was written by Fujimoto. But ooh man, I was really scared Ito was gonna die though. I was super scared, but I'm hyped. No, well, not hyped, but I'm happy at least he's okay, and we can work on the movies, the many of movies apparently for the festival. The stars are out. We're back, folks. Dad, I'm home. Oh, welcome home. You guys, did you know? Life is beautiful, bright, and pure. To anyone considering suicide, don't throw your life away. We all die one day. You should give life a try until your number comes up. Wishing you all well. This is 𝐡𝐤𝐞 signing off. Thanks. Goodbye. During class, I want you to summarize the 5 movies we watched yesterday in 1 sentence each. Once you've managed that, break their stories down into expositions, rising actions, climaxes, and resolutions in a way you can explain them to me. I'll listen to your answers after school. If I do that, I'll be able to make a good movie. This is how they do it in Hollywood. Don't you trust Hollywood? And after that, in the last scene, the protagonist is able to move forward with a positive attitude. The end. Did I do that right? I guess that's the best I can expect at the start. I'll accept it. Come on, what's with that? Let's buy dinner at the convenience store. After school, we'll watch 3 movies minimum every day at that spot. Yeesh, you're really gonna eat all that? It's not like I'll put on the weight anyway. Bye. Meet me again here tomorrow at 9 AM sharp. Huh? We're watching movies on our days off of school too? What, you don't want to? You should be glad you get to spend all this day with a babe like me. If you have extracurricular in the way, then quit it.
Get up, it's time to get real. Can't control the steering wheel. Outside isn't a battle mystery. Won't get out so easily. We are living our lives, so we realize what's happening. Hey brother, what you
Dude, look at the guys, look at the paneling of them, man. This is so cute, man. It's not just cute, but it's like, it's very, I don't know, it's so atmospheric. You guys understand what I'm saying? The atmosphere is like really, it's more than just the words. I'm guessing that's the goal of a lot of one-shots, but it's like, it's telling the story for me rather than like the text itself, but their expressions. Look at their expressions right there. It's so cute. Like, look at them. That's cute. You actually like cliched stuff, don't you? I asked because you cried during the heroine's death scene. What a shallow analysis. I cried because the story resonated with my own life. Also, don't you have a habit of making a low-key peace sign whenever your characters score a win? Maybe. Well, you say, oh yeah, every time there's nipples on the screen. Do too. Do not. I wouldn't be that crude. You sure aren't saying it unconsciously? I don't. Really? I don't say it. Oh no? You say it alright. Do too. Do not. Do too. Do not. Oh yeah. See? See what? Nothing. No, really, what? Never mind. What? Come on, tell me. Forget it. It's nothing. It has to be something, right? What is it? You're freaking me out. Be quiet. It's bugging me so much I can't focus on the movie. Shut up already. I think you're ready to plot out your next movie. Plot it out? What's that? It's deciding the basic outline of the story before you write the screenplay. Oh, huh. I'm coming up with this? No duh. Hey, like, wouldn't it be better for someone else to write it? You could come up with a better story than I could, Ari. You watch more movies than me. It has to be you. Why? I want to watch your movie, cause I'm in love. Did you just confess to me? No, you idiot. I'm in love with your movies. Besides, if I made the movie, it wouldn't be a school festival rematch. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Here, I'll give you a potato stick. So, go and think up a plot. So, what do you think? How can I put this? Average? Come up with something else. Too normal. Boring. Boring. Average. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Bring me something else. It's not quite right. I give up. I surrender. I cry uncle. My heart's a slushy mess at this point. I can't even tell what's good or not anymore. Well, I can, so stop worrying. Right? With confidence. What are you standing there so far away? You know, I always meant to ask, what did you like about my movie? You were the only person in the world who says it's good. Everyone else called it crappy so much that even I don't know what I liked about it anymore. First of all, the part where you run away from the hospital. In your movie, the plot progresses like a touching story, but seriously, asking the middle school aged son to record his own mother's death, isn't that just cruel? So when you ran away from the hospital as it exploded, it felt cathartic to me. The next thing that moved me was how beautiful you always shot your mother. If it were me, I'd be really happy having someone capture me that beautifully. Also, I like your character, he's good. Even though your mother was the one in the title, you were the most likable character in the movie. So in your next movie, I don't want to see someone else's story, I want to see your story. I think she just summed up how I felt in the first couple chapters, like that's how I felt. I liked how, didn't I say that guys? I liked how, well, I sort of didn't, but I said that from the way that the camera was angled all the time, you know, before us finding out it was a fictional movie, right? The camera, like our point of view, was always focused on the mother, on how beautiful she looked and how sad we would always see the dad. It was just the tension, right? The tension in the atmosphere as to, and even like her asking to record her final moments. No kid wants to do that. That was good. He unironically wrote something that was really, really good. I like that a lot. Dad, when you think of me, what's the first thing that comes to mind? I'd say you're all about movies. Movies, I guess. And when you think about my movies, what comes to mind? Explosions? Yeah, maybe explosions. Ever since you were little, you always sprinkled a pinch of fantasy into everything. That's right, a pinch of fantasy? Like when you drew me in kindergarten, you gave me a dragon's face, and a time we took the family to the zoo for a trip, you were talking to the giraffe the entire time. Oh, hey now, I think about it. How come you're recording right now? So the protagonist's mom buys him a smartphone. Then she tells him, I'm sick and I'm gonna die, so film me until my dying breath. Then partway through the movie, wait, isn't that the same story as your last movie? There's more. The protagonist couldn't bring himself to film his mother's death, so he makes a crappy movie and gets ragged on big time for it. So our wounded protagonist decides to jump off his death from the hospital roof. Then, when he gets up to the roof, enter Vampire Girl. The protagonist gets abducted and taken to this building. Just when he thinks she's gonna drink his blood, she makes him watch a bunch of movies. And then the vampire orders the protagonist to make a movie. Right. After that, the two of them watch tons of movies, come up with a plot, and I haven't come up with the rest yet. Come up with it right now. The protagonist's problem probably isn't the fact that his film got made fun of. Maybe it's that he didn't record his mother's death. That's it. The truth is, the protagonist regrets running away, and then yeah, the vampire actually doesn't have long to live. She lives for 1,000 years, but she's about to die from an illness or something. Despite living for 1,000 years, she's afraid of being forgotten, so the vampire wants the protagonist to shoot a movie she'll be in. As they shoot the movie, the protagonist and the vampire will fall in love, but the vampire is growing weaker and weaker. Finally, I filmed the vampire's death, and their love story is over. Having filmed a death, the thing he couldn't do for his mother, the protagonist regains the will to live and the confidence to make movies. The end. Sounds like it could be good, right? It says semi-autobiographical, so if I use myself as the protagonist, I think the meta aspect will go over well with the students who saw my movie last year. Plus the videos of my mom and the scenes of the people trash talking me are all real, so I can use unscripted, unacted lines. If you're reenacting old footage, I assume I'll be playing the vampire. You know it. All that's left is to write down the plot in a little more detail, and I bet you could whip up a screenplay in no time. Sounds good. Alright, before I write the screenplay, will you meet my dad? Sure. When I told him that you were shooting a movie, he said he wanted to meet you. My dad's a chatterbox, he's gonna talk your ear off. Look, I'm sorry to ruin this nice meal, but as Yuta's father, there's something I need to get off my chest. Eri, I want you to stop pushing Yuta to make this movie. Dad, what are you saying? Let him. I saw how much Yuta was hurt by his mother's passing. I saw how much it hurt him when he made that movie to vent his feelings into. My son's been happier since meeting you, and for that, I can't thank you enough. But even so, if making this new movie hurts him again, this time, it might damage his ability to move forward beyond repair. I once aimed to be a creator myself, so I know how it goes. When you create a work you're so confident in, and others take your creation and mock it and treat it like a plaything, it messes you up. But Dad, I choose to— Yuta, you'll be quiet. Eri, get out of this house. I don't need to be near Yuta ever again. Do you hear me? I promised my late wife that I'd protect this family. You leave our family alone. I'm begging you, just leave us be. And cut. Phew. How did I do? My acting wasn't too stiff? Oh, no sir, you were very good. Glad to hear it. I did theater with my friends after college. I up and quit when I didn't succeed right away though. Guys, that kinda got me. Like, just when they were like reenacting and just like him like opening his eyes real quick, like when he was like shouting at her. Ooh, that kinda, I don't know, like that made me feel so, oh my gosh. I believe that, like, it was believable. It felt believable. Like, it didn't feel like it was acting. Oh my gosh. Guys, the ending and the ending of their plot line isn't true, right? Man, my heart dropped when I read that. Oh man. Really though, Eri, thank you for spending so much time with Yuta. I mean it. Not at all. I'm glad to. It's a lot of work to film a movie, isn't it? How much have you shot? Well, we have about 1/3 left to shoot. Really? Isn't that something? So this sounds like the scene we just did, but are you sure you're okay with letting Yuta shoot this movie? Huh? If he makes a bad movie, it really will get mocked and treated like a plaything. Me and Yuta and you too. won't we all get hurt? Well, to quote a friend of mine, creation is all about getting into the audience's problems to make them laugh and cry, right? Well, it wouldn't be fair if creators didn't get hurt too, wouldn't it? That was a good line, right? Should we shoot for another take of that? Yes, absolutely. Eri, if you're a vampire, how can you be out in the sunlight? A little doesn't hurt. I spend most of my time inside watching movies. Okay then, do garlic and crosses not affect you either? I hate garlic. I eat scallions and onions too. How old are you? Your real age? I'm about 1,200 years old. Over your long life, have you gone through any struggles? It makes me sad that everyone I know will die before me. Humans die in a succinct 100 years. That's why I envied you. Huh? If you get to watch your movie, you get to see your mother again, don't you? Isn't that an incredibly beautiful thing? You're the only one who praises me, Eri. You always watch movies with me. You're even acting in my movie for free. I wish I could thank you somehow. Then let me drink your blood. Came to visit. Huh? Are you recording? I sent you a Goodwill video. Really? What is it? I never got to record my mom going to the bathroom, so just to be safe, I'm recording this video of me pooping for prosperity. Ew. Have you ever watched a video of someone pooping before? Of course not, that's gross. I have lots of nastier videos. I'll show them to you once you get better. You don't get better. Huh? You don't get better. It's that kind of illness. I knew. I thought I had more time. This isn't about the movie, is it? Why didn't you say anything? I don't know if she's being honest or not. Like, I don't even know if this is them acting. My eyes are watering. Please, no. I don't even know if it's real or not. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if it's real. Please, no. It's acting. It's acting. When I saw your movie, the truth is, I related to your mom. I know how it feels to want someone to film your death. It feels like, in that way, in your movie, you could keep living. I envied her for that. I have a request. I want you to film me until the moment of my death, just like in the plot you came up with. Will you? What the hell? How can you... how can you ask me to do that? Who would want to do that? I heard about Eri. Aren't you going to go to school? Just leave me alone. Hey, Yuta. What? Get out of my room already. Your mom's final moments. I recorded them. Do you want to see? Yuta won't come out of the car. Since it's your wish, I'll be recording. Why isn't Yuta here? Why? Yuta, he doesn't want his mom to die, so he couldn't make it this far. Okay, right. That boy was useless to the very end. Yuta, hurry up and record. What are you waiting for? Don't you realize I could die? I look ugly in the shot frame like that. Can you tell that much? Do you want everyone to laugh at how ugly I am? There's no point in filming cats. Delete that. Are you stupid? Why won't you film as I told you? Remember, the money for the smartphone came out of my pocket. You remember your mother was a TV producer, right? She planned to make a TV documentary about her brave battle against illness after she recovered. Since I'd be at work during the day, she'd have to shoot the videos. Son, I knew it was terrible what she was doing to you, but I pretended not to see it. I ran away. I acted like everything was okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's why, when I watched your movie, I was shocked. In the movie, your mom she was a good mom. I could only see the beautiful things it was about her. When mom was in a bad mood, she'd give me the silent treatment. and she never praised me for anything, but I wanted my memories of her to be beautiful. Yuta, you have the power to decide for yourself how you'll remember someone. That's an incredible thing. I think maybe Eri wants you to choose how she'll be remembered. I don't want to continue. I don't want to flip the... Ah, man. Oh my gosh. Alright, so a little bit of a twist there. She's, you know, she wasn't that good of a person, or at least that good of a mom. But, you know, he chose to frame her to be nice, and he was mocked for that, which is, you know. And you know what's crazy? I feel like if he recorded her ugly moments, they would probably find it funny, or probably think it's good or something. Was she actually serious in that moment? Like, really serious about her death? Like, that's the thing that's like, because if she was, you know, that's why she grew so attached to him. That makes sense. It makes sense, you know. I already got discharged for now. Uh-huh. Can I film every move from this point on? Thanks. By the way, what's the deal with this video? It's a video of me crapping in a field. You did it there? Guys, I don't want to flip, bro. Man, oh my gosh, man. You guys see my eyes? Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. I don't want to flip, man. I really don't. Man, alright. I'm sorry, I keep cutting the video. Alright, let's finish it, man. Hey, are you gonna use that travel scenes in the movie? Yeah. What about the scenes where I fell into the water? Should I? Yeah. Remind me, did we shoot any kissing scenes? We did. Can I put them in? I don't know. Should we shoot one more just to be safe? Okay. Yuta, why did you make my character a vampire? I guess I wanted to sprinkle in a little pinch of fantasy. Plus, the first time we met, you did drag me to an abandoned building out of nowhere. Doesn't that not seem like something a vampire would do? It does. I thought, even if she sucks me dry and kills me, it means I'd become a substance for someone this beautiful. I'm okay with that. Thanks. I wish I could have watched your movie. You can, watch it partway through. I've been editing it as we go. I wanted to watch the finished product. Oh, okay. Yeah. Eri, what kind of movie do you want me to make it? Like what I told you from the beginning. What was that again?
Eri は映画、どんな映画にしてほしい？
それは最初から伝えてる通りで。
何でしたっけ？
みんなをぶち泣かして
A movie that'll make them bawl their eyes out. This better be fake, man. I can't, man. Please be fake. Like, oh my gosh, this isn't fake. This isn't fake, man. That, there's no way that's edited too. There's no way. Yuta. Yes, what are you recording? A cat. Listen, didn't Eri wear glasses? I filmed her without them at her request. What about her dental retainer? That also came off for shots at her request. So you just mindlessly obeyed your girlfriend? Were you only a couple in the movie? I never dated Eri. I did ask her out, but she rejected me. You never know it was from that movie, but Eri had a temper. She was self-absorbed. Wasn't she actually a pretty big bitch? Yep. She said that's why you and I were her only friends. Your Eri was a little over-idealized. Yep, but I'll always remember her like that. Thanks. Having filmed the death, the thing that he couldn't do for his mother, the protagonist regains the will to live and the confidence to make movies. The end. That was my character in the movie. In the real world, it didn't work out so smoothly for me. After the school festival, I started hoiling up in my room instead of going to school. I spent all day at my computer recutting Eri's movie. Even though this movie had been well received, I'd always had this nagging feeling it was missing something. My hunch was that I would find the answer in the 2,728th hour of footage from the time with Eri. I continued the recuts even after I started college. I'd take classes, go to my part-time job, and when I got home, I end the day tinkering with my Eri videos. I dropped out of college and got a full-time job. There I met a woman I would marry. We had a daughter together. Even after that, I cut and recut Eri's movie countless times, a movie I wasn't going to show to anyone. It's not that I was unhappy with my family. If those days had gone by until I died, a suitable death, I think I'd had led a happy life. That day my wife, daughter, and father, myself were all in the car. I was driving. In an instant, everything went dark, like turning a TV off. The next thing I saw was the ceiling of a hospital room. It was explained to me that there had been an accident in front of us and our vehicle had been caught in it, and I was the only member of my family who survived. I couldn't process it. It felt like I was watching that kind of shocking tragedy scene in a movie. Thinking back, it was always like that. I had this bad habit of viewing the problems right in front of me from the outside perspective. My mother's death, Eri's, and I watched both through a camera. It was the same back in high school when I considered suicide just like this. I could only face the facts in front of a camera. As a result, I realized I no longer have enough soul left to endure any more deaths. I'll die in a place that holds memories for me. The end. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know. I don't. This world is filled with death. Huh? Memento mori. This is Yuta signing off. Goodbye. You're a lot older than you were back then. Okay, I see. Oh, right. This is a dream. No, wait. Either that or I've gone crazy and I'm hallucinating. Like in the movie Permanent Novara. No, if I had to choose, it's more like The Brown Bunny or The Sixth Sense. Except in that one, the protagonist is dead all along. Huh? This movie's on the right track, but it's not quite there. Huh? Sure. What? Films that end with a love interest's death are a dime in a dozen. I think the latter half could use a leap. It's missing a pinch of fantasy, don't you think? You're talking to me? You're talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. It does have fantasy. I made you a vampire. That isn't fantasy. I really am a vampire. The proof's right here. I'm still young, aren't I? But you died. I filmed your death. Yep, I died, but only up in here. Did you know the brain has limited storage space, just like a hard drive? In 200 years, a human's brain would fill to bursting and kill them, like Eri in this movie. But the real me is a vampire, not a human. As long as my heart's intact, I'll never die. I revived 3 days later, with all of my memories gone. The last Eri left me with a letter of instructions on how I should live. Apparently, I've lost my memories and started life over again from beginning like a dozen times now. It sounds like a story out of a movie. Exactly. This time, I had more than just a letter. This movie was left with it. The movie showed me what kind of person the last me was. Will you be able to cope with this? Everyone you love will die before you do. Your parents, your sweethearts, friends, you'll watch them all die. Won't living like that drive you to despair? Just like him. Dude, they're alike. She was always a vampire? Are you serious? What? There's no way. This has to be fake or something. There's just no way. I think the last Eri must have been in despair, yes. But I'll be fine, because I have this movie. I'll get to see you every time I watch it. No matter how many times I forget you, I'll remember you again and again. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, it is. I don't like people talking during movies, so if you're not gonna sit down, could you see yourself out? Yeah, I will. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. After that, she and I would never meet again. You see, I'd finally figured it out. The reason I'd recut the film so many times is missing a pinch of fantasy, don't you think?
I will embrace the feeling 君はね確かにあの時私のそばにいたいつだっていつだっていつだってすぐ横で笑っていたなくしても取り戻す君を浴びない
さよなら、エリ。
The end. I believe all of this is real, but the part where my interpretation of this, guys, my interpretation is the part where he was going in to, you know, commit suicide, right? There, right? And he saw Eri saying, you really look a lot older than you were back then, as he was about to end his life, to like even the film cutting on and stuff. I believe all of that was kind of fiction, where that's the touch of fantasy that he loved a lot. The idea that the final person that at least he loved or cared about was still there. And then when the building exploded at the very end, that could have very well actually have happened. But yeah, it's the fact that his mother's death actually did happen, though. The idea that he was filming his mother's last moments, but he wasn't there, and then we come to find out that she was actually not a good person or a good mother. But the building never exploded. This could be like the building actually exploding, but more not in the realistic way, but like in the thematic symbolic way. Like the building didn't explode that time, but it exploded this time. That being that he finally was able to move on from it. You know? He spent many years after everything, even having children and stuff, to just, you know, they all died. to recutting. And I like how even if she really was a vampire, they both shared that sense of relatability with one another, being able to have loved ones, people that they care about, and then them being the sole survivor, continuing on with, you know, them dying around them. I think from beginning to end, I'm not going to go back and flip the panels around too much. Usually I do that, but I don't think I'm going to. Well, you know what? I might with some of the panels. I might not with like too many. But I think with the very, very beginning, let me go back to when he had first met Eri. It kind of, wow, like I'm actually speechless, guys. Like I actually don't even know what to say. It's bad. Like it is bad. Usually I have so much to say after these types of videos, but man, considering this being the first one shot, we cover something like this, guys. It's, you know, let me flip this back around. But this is the first panel that we see of Eri here as he's about to take his own life, right? Really nice drawn panel. You know, it's something that really, we sort of get introduced to not just her, but the style continuing forward. That'd be, let me flip it around. I mean, I don't want to say it's a proper introduction, but it's more of like a really stamped introduction of what the style is going to be like for the remainder of the one shot. That being just very, very tense, atmospheric / non-tensive moments. And I think with that ending, it's like, man, guys, you know, we'll talk about it in a sec, right? Let me move my OBS around. I'll bring up some panels maybe towards the end if I remember. I think going into this, I didn't know what to expect. I expected something sad, but I was left with something more than that. More than just like sadness or just grief. Just a slight hint of confusion. But really, just peak. It felt like a masterpiece. Like, this felt very well crafted for a short story. Like, the fact that this is even a one shot, it's like I don't even want to know more anymore. Like, that's how good, at least from a story exposition wise, like I don't want to know anymore. I don't care to know anymore. I really don't. I don't. Like, you know, maybe side spin-offs of, well, no, not even. There wasn't enough characters within this story for me to even like be like, oh, I want another spin-off, or maybe, or not another spin-off, but I want a spin-off or like maybe a side series or a novel, a short novel line. I don't want anything else from this series anymore. I don't. It was that good. It's that good. You guys understand that? There's only certain stories that, at least in your personal opinions, but my personal opinion, right, where it's so good, I don't want anything more. I don't. You know? I gotta admit, I don't know if you guys saw it in my eyes or not while reading, but yeah, it was making my eyes and my throat burn, man. I felt like I was about to cry, man. Like, it was good. That was really, really good, man. Like, I'd say off of a rating, me personally, I'd have to give this maybe out of 10. I'm gonna give this story, I'm gonna give it a high 9. Like, honestly, I might give it a 9 point. I'm gonna give it a 9.8, 9.9 to even 10. It's one of those three numbers. I honestly, you guys decide. This was really good. This was perfect. This was perfect from beginning to end. It sort of blended the personality of the two characters that shared so many dynamics with each other, that being Eri and Yuta. But also, it blended and blurred the line between fantasy and non-fiction. Fiction and non-fiction. Was this story real? Was it not real? I don't believe that was even the point of it anyways. Like, this story had a lot of mature topics like suicide. It had a lot of mature topics like relatability upon loss and suffering. And I think, like, that's what we should take from this, though. It's not a matter of whether or not it's real or not. But I think, if you guys want my own personal opinion, my own personal take on this, I do not believe her being a vampire is real. I do believe she actually did die, and I do think, because it's just more realistic. And a lot of the times within Fujimo's writing, that's what he aims for. He aims for realism. He aims for like really, really like hard, impactful, emotional panels that don't seem that detailed or that deep until you actually, like, upon the first sight. And then the more you look into it, you know, it tends to give that off. The tensions and just the way that they're placed, it's so it's so choking. It's like it's suffocating is what I meant to say. It's suffocating. While reading this, it's like the more I kept scrolling down with my mouse here, the more it just felt like I was just being just choked. Like I just didn't want to continue it, dog. Like this was hard. This was hard. Like I've read and watched a lot of painful series, a lot of painful mangas, a lot of painful animes, a lot of painful movies. And I find it very impressive when authors or sort of writers can grab you real quick, pull you in, and then throw you away real fast. And what do I mean by that? Very simple. It's just making a story so short, so compact, but yet they're able to grip your attention, grab you, keep you tight for a bit, hug you and squeeze you to the point where you can't even breathe because it's that emotional, or it's that happy, it's that sad, it's that self-attaching, and then it's over. And then the way that it ends, whether it be abruptly or not, or whether we have that full closure or not, they toss you aside. I think being able to write that and being it, like, I find that so cool, man. It's just me. And I need you guys to understand something about me before we continue with the analysis of Goodbye Eri. When I was a kid, when I was young, guys, again, if I turn my thing around, you guys can see like manga over here, right? I've already showed off my Chainsaw Man manga and like my JoJo's manga and all this stuff. When I was a kid, when I was really young, I was not that big into manga. I was much more of an anime guy. I kind of refused a lot to read the manga. I was a kid then, but even still, like around that 10 to 15, 16-year-old range, 17, yeah, even then, I was kind of on the, nah, I don't want to. But one of the first mangas I've read, one of my first manga that I ever read was Tokyo Ghoul. I read it all the way through. Even like when they were still, I think not when they were still releasing chapters, but all the way till the end, right? To the very end, right? And it was my favorite manga like that I've ever read, and I was like, wow. And ever since then, I fell off of it for a bit, but then I started to pick it up. And I think this channel, me uploading videos here, because go back, I did not used to do manga on this channel. Starting to do manga more, it grabbed me back again into the genre. And I think with going back to Goodbye Eri, the dialogue didn't feel unrealistic. It felt very realistic. And again, I need you guys to understand something too. Not every single thing in anime or manga has to be realistic. Realism is not necessarily something that needs to be achieved when you're making a story. But I think with Fujimoto, again, this is a story about a kid who wants to make movies. I know a little bit about Look Back. It's a story about somebody, I think these two kids, or maybe one kid that wants to be a mangaka. Like, he's just tackling a lot of very small, realistic, and then Chainsaw Man, right? The first ever crazy supernatural, right? But even within that series, there's a lot of realistic, like things there, right? You guys have probably answered it for me, so maybe in the comments you guys can comment about it too, as to when did he make this? I don't know when he made this, but man, I want something like this again. I want this again, man. I want this. So you guys will probably be like, oh, go read Fire Punch, go read Look Back. I might. I think I don't actually know if I've read Fire Punch, but Look Back, I know that it actually just got a movie. But if you guys want to see that for this channel, maybe I might cover it. Maybe I will. I gotta recover from this. Nah, I mean, I'm perfectly okay with covering those, but what was I saying going back to Goodbye Eri? I think, man, Eri was one of those characters where it's like she comes into your life so quick. To all my guys out there, ladies, if you're watching too, anybody, I don't care. You guys have that one person in your life that comes in and it's like you blink and they're gone. It's that fast, right? You guys ever had a person like that in your life? And I don't mean like they died, whether they did pass or not. That's not the point of what I'm saying. You guys have ever had somebody in your life that they were in for the short run, not the long run, and they meant a lot to you, Man, I think the trope of him recording his mom's, her most beautiful moments, and then her not being that good of a mom and still choosing to portray her as a nice woman, and that's what's ridiculed. Yet the realisticness of Eri's life, despite her not being the best person through some of the students, that was good, And that's based off, you know, the mother thing was based off a true story and ended with an explosion. It needs a touch of fantasy. So maybe that story needed a touch of fantasy too. And I think that explosion was part of that too. I believe that explosion was the fantasy in it though. It's symbolic in thematic, but symbolic for him finally being able to witness her final moments but say goodbye because she is gone. Like, she is gone. She's not a vampire, guys. She's gone. You know? She's gone, guys. She's gone. There wasn't a hint. There wasn't a single hint. There wasn't a single hint of fictional, you know, or non-fictional realism in it, or not realism, but like non-fictional type of like superpowers. There wasn't a hint. I knew from the moment they were taking this school setting, it was going to be real. Like, it was going to be realistic throughout the whole thing. And I refuse to believe that it switched up at the last minute. I refuse to believe that. I refuse. There's just no way. But I don't even believe that was the point that Fujimoto was trying to portray, whether it was realistic or not, or whether the explosion, her being a vampire, was real. I think it's the moments, the paneling, man. Lord have mercy, guys. Man. That paneling. Them spending so much time together, that it killed me, man. Like, my heart is still beating. My heart is still very tight right now. Like, it feels like somebody's just grabbing it and they won't let it go. The only time I felt this way was when I was reading Tokyo Ghoul. A little bit of like the beginning sort of, but the middle, if not end, current Berserk and Tokyo Ghoul, man. And Monster and Death Note and a lot of other series that gives me like that sort of vibe that, you know, that gives me that I'm trying to get that feeling. I'm trying to describe that feeling. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's crazy how people want to look at this. It's like, I want to end this discussion real quick, guys. I'm going to talk a little bit more. But it's crazy how people want to look at Fujimoto and say that he just can't write, or that he's like a, I think people have called him a sexual or a what were people saying? I think people call them like a gooner writer or something, whatever. I don't know what to say to that because I don't agree. You know. I apologize, guys. I just want to say I apologize. I apologize for not being able to provide the best levels of commentary. I'm so speechless, man. Ah, man. I wish I read it sooner. I actually wish I read this sooner. This was great. This was really, really good. This was great, guys. And I really appreciate all of you guys that have watched this far, or that have watched the whole thing with me. For those who have tuned in since the beginning of my Chainsaw Man series, to the people who have tuned into this whole movie, this whole premiere of Look Back, I said Look Back. I don't know why I was thinking Look Back, right? To Goodbye Area. I really, really appreciate it. You know, to even people who are watching after, I appreciate it anyways, too. You know, guys, I think you guys have earned something, okay? You guys have earned something. What is that? Let me finish. I'm going to end this discussion with two things, right? One, final thoughts. 9, if not 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And I think with this entire story, something that can be taken away from this is to live, you know? You know, live. Live, right? Live, guys. You guys gotta live. Live as long as you can, right? Then die on your own terms, right? Whenever your time comes. But you gotta live. You gotta live as long as you can. But really, I think it's to love, to appreciate the time that you have, right? The simple themes like that. But it's being able to portray it in this way. It's so good, man. So good. And even now, leaving this recording, man, my heart still feels like it's just being gripped really hard. I'm going to show you guys something, okay? What am I going to show you guys? So, I'm going to end this recording with this. There will be an update to my drawing videos. I know. My drawing video I made last year, I told you guys. I think I said it in the video. If I didn't, my bad. But I'm pretty sure I said it. But Fujimoto, and I've said it in my JoJo videos too. If you guys are JoJo fans here, but Fujimoto and Araki, right, were always some of my favorite inspirations in terms of drawing, right? Drawing. But I'm gonna show you guys a drawing. I'm only gonna show you guys one. There's a lot more other panels I want to show you guys, but we're gonna save that for the drawing update video for 2025. And yeah, hold up. All right, guys, I have two drawings I want to show you. I'm going to be very sparing on these because there is way more, in my opinion, impressive panels that I have drawn over there. But I'm going to show you guys for the video, so stay tuned in. I might even warn you guys on my community posts too. I might even warn you guys in the comments if I'm working on it, right? But I'm trying to time when I want to release it, or not release it, but record it for you guys, ending it off here. What a great one-shot, guys. Great one-shot. For those of you who have been on my channel for a minute, before I show these, by the way, I have them right here. You guys saw it a little bit. I made 2 OCs, 2 original characters. I'm still working out the details for every single thing, everything that involves making characters, writing a story, manga, whatever. Even typing out scripts, storylines, plots, all that for even what Ari was talking about, right? Right, to making movies. But if you guys know, I drew this, right? This isn't a panel, but this is just a little sketch drawing that I drew, right? A little sketch drawing that I drew. So I'll move it like a little bit more. You guys can see my hand kind of through the, the shadow through the thing. But this is 2 of my OCs. They're jumping really far. The reference that I used for that was, I think, Lucy and David from Cyberpunk when they were jumping off one of the buildings. And this is an original pose that I used for myself here. But this is a possible panel that I had drawn. You guys ready? You guys ready? So I'll move this away, but this is a panel that I had drawn. I never really finished it. You can see I did some shading, at least towards like her turtleneck to like the jacket that she's wearing, and then her hair is really floofed out. You can see like the pencil markings there, and then the thick bold lines of the shading here. I use I won't cut the video here, but I use the Graph Gear 1000 pencil. I've been using this for a while, and then for my pens, I even have like these all dark Micron pens, and then the white pens. But that's enough. I'm not gonna show you guys anymore. We're done. Let me know what you guys think of the drawing. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, let's end it with this. Live, guys. Appreciate life. And I think, honestly, if this manga continued in a different direction, if this one-shot continued different, they could have stolen some tears from me. I think they already did, to be honest. My finger's still kind of red from wiping my eyes. This was amazing. This really was beautiful. And I appreciate you guys for recommending me this. Really. I really do. I've seen this like for a long time, but I kept forgetting about it. So I appreciate you guys in your Declaration of War video, my latest Chainsaw Man video, for recommending me this. Thank you guys. And hopefully I see you guys out in the comments. It's well time. I'm not going to stall the video anymore. Leave a like. Turn on post notifications or your numerous videos by your boy. Recommend me stuff, Stay tuned for my drawing videos. Drawing video or videos, however much I make. Subscribe to my second channel. It's the top link in the description. Join my members. It's a different type of way to support me in the channel. And I think as we continue, with me going to be making a Discord, I will be making one. I'm just trying to figure out when, but I'll do it eventually. Right? For now, just stay up to date on my community posts. We'll all talk there, right, in the comments. And yeah. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's it. I'm definitely gonna buy this book though. That's something I'm definitely gonna buy. It's well time. Goodbye, Ari. And I'm out.
Until